All right, glad to make connection. I know it's a very, very busy situation right now. What is the latest, and what can you tell us in terms of the situation?
So I know that as of right now, I just got to the scene not too long ago, and I know that suspect has been taken into custody. The fire department is putting out that fire right now. As far as you can see, you have probably a better vantage point than I do. But the fire department is working real hard to put this fire out. As far as I know, nobody else was hurt, and there was a few evacuations surrounding that building, but as far as we know, everybody should be safe. Everyone's already been out and evacuated.
Deputy, can you talk to us about how this call came in? We know a little bit, but I'd love to hear from your perspective.
Yeah, so approximately, don't have an exact time for you, but about an hour and a half ago, deputies received a call of a gunshot victim at the location. Once they arrived, they were met with gunfire, and deputies retreated and then requested our SWAT team, which is our Sheriff's Enforcement Bureau, and then they locked down this location here, and they knew that there was a suspect at that location with a firearm and possibly a shotgun. The victim was transported to a local hospital, and so they're still trying to figure out what led up to the shooting or what happened this morning, and why is it that deputies were shot at.
Do we know who the victim is in their relation to the suspect at this time?
Can you ask that question one more time? Sorry.
Who the victim is and their relation to the suspect at this time?
I don't know their exact relation, but we know that they perhaps are roommates or they live together at this apartment.
And can you confirm for us, Deputy, that the fire is in fact coming from the unit that the suspect was in? And how difficult was it to get the suspect because of the situation? He was armed. There was a fire inside that unit. It was a very difficult response. Obviously, you're trained for this situation, but in real time, it must have been tense.
Yeah, especially for the patrol deputies on scene and the responding personnel trying to figure out what was going on. I can't confirm that the location on fire started from the room of the actual suspect's apartment. However, they were evacuating I think the first floor where they believe that other residents were inside their room. So they were evacuating as a precautionary reasons. So it was a lot going on at the same time, not knowing that the suspect was armed or not. So they had to take those precautions as well. That's why they had what we call the barricades, which is our armored vehicles. And they didn't want to make a quick approach because of that safety concern about the suspect being armed with the shotgun.
Right, and we're seeing incredible images of the apartment unit and the complex being engulfed in smoke and flames, at least one portion of it. But obviously time is of the essence when you're responding to a fire, and the fact that the response had to be delayed because it was a dangerous situation. And the first priority for everyone on the scene, I could imagine, is the protection of life. You were concerned not only for your deputies, but fire officials as well.
Yeah, so that's our main concern. We want everyone to be safe. We didn't know how many people were at this apartment complex or at the location. So we wanted, we didn't want anybody to be at risk, deputy personnel and the surrounding residents. So we wanted to make sure that everyone was okay. It seems like nobody else got hurt. Nobody's been hurt as of right now. And it seems like the fire has been put out.
Yeah, Deputy Mesa, just so our viewers get a clear sense, on the left side of the screen, we have an image from the ground, and then on the right side of the screen, we have the image from the Skyfox. And from Skyfox, we can now see that we have firefighters on the roof of this building, and it looks like they're making some good progress. The thick, dark, billowing smoke has depleted. It's becoming a better scene from what we can tell. Important information was that during the time that all of this was happening, they were able to turn off the gas to this building, which is of utmost importance. Just so we are clear before we let you go, about an hour and a half ago, this call came in as shots being fired. There was a situation in one of the units where the had fired upon his roommate. Unclear as to what happened and why that happened. That victim now at a hospital being treated. When deputies did arrive and respond, they were fired upon. They are okay, though. No one else was injured. People were evacuated and taken to safety. There's been a huge perimeter which has been established, and right now the focus is to get this fire out.
Yes, you are correct. That is exactly what was going on this morning.
Okay, excellent. All right, so what we're going to do, we have Mario, Gigi, and Stu up in Skyfox, keeping an eye on things. We're going to, I believe, take a break, and then we are going to come back and get caught up with the latest and continue on with the rest of Good Day LA.
Thank you so much, Deputy, for joining us.